listening to the Freshest Sounds podcast. Follow us on all socials. And now here's your host, Ross.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Freshest Sounds podcast. Yes, with me, your host, Ross. And I'm sure you're getting sick of this beautiful face right about now. But yeah, it is good to be back in the studio once again. So before we get into the music and everything, I just want to say a massive apology for being a bit delayed on the episodes as well, because I was supposed to release a episode, I believe it was on the 1st, obviously New Year and everything. So yeah, I didn't get to upload it in time due to some technical errors. So yeah, I just want to apologise on being behind a little bit. It's not normally like me, but technology, what can you do, eh? Can't live with it, can't live without it. So, yeah, I hope you've all had a good new year and everything. 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? You know, it's mad to think that we're sat here in 2025 right now, because do you not remember, like, everyone had that big scare and the big panic about the world was going to end in 2012, I believe it were, or 2020. All these conspiracy theories, you know what I mean? It's just like, right, what the fuck's going on? Seriously? Like, how can people say, like, the war's going to end? Like, it's mad. It absolutely is mad. It baffles my head. It really does. So, yeah, it's just madness, isn't it? 2025, people. Can you imagine? Woo! Oh, I feel old. I feel old as shit. I really do. I mean, I'm only 30. I mean, I don't look it from, like, here onwards, but, like, with the hair gone, do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's just a bald little nugget. But if I had my little beanie on, then I'd be all right. You know, you'd be like, ooh, yeah, you look about mid-20s. I get told that all the time, that I look in my mid-20s, like, from 23, 24 to 25. So I take that really well. But I think people are just chatting shit sometimes. I say, like, right, guess my age with my hat on. And then they're like, yeah, you look about early 20s, maybe mid-20s pushing. Take the beanie off, and then they're like, ooh, I take that back now. It's just the baby face, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just madness. I want to know your New Year's resolutions as well, like what you've got planned for 2025 and everything, ladies and gentlemen. I did touch upon this last episode and everything, and I'm going to do it again on this episode. So, yeah, obviously, want to know what your New Year's resolutions planned were, and have you manifested any? Have you started to execute any? So, I can't even remember what mine were, but I've got some, like, personal ones. Obviously, I don't want to disclose them, but, like, I've not been as active on social media. When I say social media, I mean, like, Facebook and everything, because I've been too busy on TikTok and everything. I've been streaming on Twitch with my gaming stuff. Yes, I'm a streamer on Twitch, Xbox all the way. It's got to be DMZ. If you don't play DMZ, don't even talk to me. I'm not even your friend. But yeah, obviously, in regards to streaming as well, I have just set up a streaming platform purely for the podcast. So I'm going to be doing live streams on Twitch. Now, if you don't know about Twitch, basically it's a streaming platform for gamers and people to chat shit, just doing what I'm doing right now. And it's live and it's free as well. So it is just freshest_sounds_podcast. But I've not got a picture just yet. So, yeah. I mean, by the time you've listened to this episode, because I'm a bit behind, you'll see it already with the picture there. So, yeah. Nah, scratch that. Ignore that part. It will have a picture by the time you've listened to this episode and everything. My apologies. My bad. But, yeah. No, it's because I'm a bit behind in it, so obviously I'm getting a bit confused with shit. So, yeah. New year, 2025. Got that topic out of the way. Smashed it. Streaming stuff. Yeah. Mentioned that. Smashed it. So, in regards to music and everything, a lot of artists have mentioned mental health, and I'm a big advocate myself for mental health. I, for one, go to a men's mental health group. It's called Andy's Man Club. Now, some of you may have heard it already. Some of you may have not heard it already. And basically, what it is, it's a group of men aged 18 and above, and they all just go in, sit down, grab a brew or a drink, like cold water or something like that, or a juice, and have a biscuit, sit down in a circle, and we'll get given a football, and we'll just talk about our personal stories and our life and everything. There's questions that will get asked and this and that. But yeah, if you are a male who is struggling with mental health as well, I will add the link in the description. So you can obviously go over there, have a look at it. You don't have to do anything in person. It can be online as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And I think it's absolutely amazing what Andy's Man Club stands for and what it actually does. But I'm not going to sit here and waffle too much about Andy's because it's a music episode. But touching on that subject, I am opening the podcast up to mental health side of things. Now, I've spoken to a few people who don't do music, and they are willing to come on the podcast and talk about their stories in regards to mental health and everything. And I think it's absolutely fantastic as well because obviously music and mental health just come together as one, because I know a lot of artists who struggle with mental health or who have struggled with mental health, and they say that music is, it's an escape from reality. And with what's going on in the world right now, people don't talk about it in music. It's all like pussy this, pussy that, and money this, money that, and, the N-word this, the N-word that. And it's like, come on, seriously, like, talk about something that's real and relative. Do you know what I mean? Something that people can resonate with. And it's like, yeah, you can have a catchy tune, you can have upbeats, and everything in the chart now is just like, it's good, don't get me wrong, but me personally, I think that there should be more music out there in the charts that talk about real life stories, and it's about the artist and the background and, all that sort of stuff. And I'm not saying not every artist doesn't do this, but it's not really recognised in the music industry. And I think people really, really, really need to push it out more. And yeah, so waffling shit there a little bit too much, going off a bit of topic and subject. So in a nutshell, basically what I'm just trying to say is the podcast is going to be having a mental health side of things. So it's not just going to be music related. If you have struggled with mental health or you do struggle with mental health, you are more than welcome to come on my podcast and talk about your life stories, the struggles that you've been in, and you can open up on the podcast. You can sit here at the side of me. There's a space here. Or you can sit in front of me. There's space there. Or you can sit in front of me and I'll have the camera like this, how it is facing, and you can remain anonymous. And I can change your voice. Could put your voice like this if you really want to.
Or I could put your voice like this if you really wanted to.
It's entirely up to you. Obviously, that's my voice, but, sprinkle it up on the soundboard a little bit. Or editing-wise, I can sort it all out for you that way. So, yeah, the podcast is now open to anyone who has struggled or is struggling with mental health issues. I know I said problems, but I think it's a bit indirect and it's not the right statement to put because it's not a problem, is it? You know, it's your life, it's your battle that you're going through, and it's not top trumps, as we always say at Andy's. So now I've waffled shit for like 10 minutes. We are going to get onto the music side of things. So I just want to say a massive thank you to the artists that have sent in the music that we are going to feature. I've only got 3 songs that I'm going to, play on this episode, but I'm only doing 3 this episode purely on the basis of the fact of I've spoke for a little bit and obviously I'll chat shit in between the songs as well. So I really wanted to get the message out on this episode for the mental health side of things, that I'm opening it up to mental health and everything. And obviously about the streaming side of things as well. So obviously you can watch me live whilst I'm either editing or if I'm doing a bit of an episode or behind the scenes. And I think it's really more engaging with the fans and the music artists, because obviously you just see me sat here on a screen just talking, waffling shit. You don't see the behind the scenes and stuff like that. So if you do want to see more behind the scenes sort of things, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much. And I will start doing more behind the scenes videos and I will upload them as shorts, or you can find them on Twitch. My Twitch name is Freshest_sounds_podcast. I will leave everything that I say in the description of the video. So that way you're not like going back to the starting point of the video going, right, where's that part? Oh, there it is, pause it. Let me write it down. No, fuck that shit. It's going to be in the description. Hyperlink, so you can just go on the description, click it, pop up. Ah, there we go. Follow. There we go. Done. Dusted. Easy. So, yeah, on to the music. Now, our first artist is a gentleman called Jake Polar. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the song title name, but he has done it with Lab 51. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Also, as well, don't forget, if you like what you listen to, what I'm about to play in a second, please go and subscribe to him on YouTube and show him some support. This isn't his personal channel, by the way, what I'm about to play. This is of Lab 51, so I'll leave his personal channel on the description as well. So it won't be Lab 51, it'll be his personal. Does that make sense? Yeah? I think I'm waffling too much shit, so we're going to play it now, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is.
Wizard.
60 a pop, but it's 2 for 100. Yeah. 60 a pop, but it's 2 for 100. Come through with the smoke on fire like Bunsen, no geek bottle like numbers. Used to mix lean in sunkets, then I whipped it and it brought lump sums in. I don't wanna chat about now, if it's not moves or bringing funds in. Sure, shut it, end of discussion. Still got the cauldron bubbling, locked in trap, but I still make dough in this dungeon. Said he's a big man, why did he run then? Why did these wet kids act like gunmen? Up front, I'm the English Lukaku. Can't fuck with us, man, you're not Kamaru. I'll knock him out stone cold till he can't move. I'll have the picture and I phone on my dukes. Mindset's that strong that I can't lose. I died in 2015. Combat life gave me a part 2. Bad bitch on a D2 like R2. I told him I'll take the world this year, then beat all the odds, tell me what I can't do. Try shot shit, get licked in the face like you've just been hit off in Ghana. They wanted me dead like Christopher Reeves, but I dodged all the shots cause I moved like Keanu. After that I just chilled, get back, then I thought of a plan with a fat zoo. Take over the world in a tracksuit. From Lehigh they call me a mad Jew. They laughed when I told them I rapped. Now look at the levels I'm way past you. I left them froze, stood like a statue. Most man in this in a wet like stab wound. I do what I need to when I have to. Sirens ringing, acting casual. Backstreet shifter, stolen drifter. I don't give a fuck, they get the picture. Pro meth mixer, codeine whisker, Calipat trapper. Get more income, I got a bad bitch and she about it. Harvest the crop, we don't see no drought. Start shit, I back out the sword like Shaolin. Like let's see if you back your mouth. Strip so hard but you won't see me drowning, cause I keep doubling down on these rounds. I see them hating faces frowning, cause I shine bright when I'm out and about. Like, keep your nose to yourself, I'm not afraid to give L's. I do this shit by myself, bro, if I flip then I wish you well. Get it, flip, wish, well, nah, none of these man of themselves. I went back to work after I made bail, dodging the beds in cells in jails. A DLG backwards and forwards, I don't like police or informers. I cut slices, I don't cut corners. Fuck being in a mode just to get a mortgage. They know I'm a savage, I act like an addict. I've been going at it, attacking these patterns to find my pocket. I need it, I'm getting impatient and waiting and raising the level.
Wizard.
And that was Jake Polar. I'm going to try and pronounce it, so I do apologise if I say it wrong. Ngagu. I'm assuming it's some, like, anime Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Yu-Gi-Oh! What is it called now? Dragon Ball Z. I think it's something to do with, like, anime, stuff like that. Do you know what? I've really enjoyed it. And I know I say this a lot, and someone's picked it up and they've given me feedback when I talk to them on the phone. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, my favourite quotation right there. No, I'm not lying or bullshitting. I really enjoyed it. It's my sort of genre of music to listen to. And that, I believe, is radio quality right there. You know, could you imagine like a radio station, Grime FM, boom, 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 and then that comes on, and I'm like, yeah, go on, lad. Sounds sick, honestly. But no, on a serious note, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I appreciate you sending that into the podcast. And yeah, if you just liked what you just listened to, number one on the description will be his personal YouTube link. So if you did like that song, you can go and subscribe to him on his personal YouTube channel. That was through Lab 51, and I enjoyed it as well on the music video. Now, you have to be really creative when it comes to like music videos and everything, because you can just record something and just slap it there on YouTube, but you have to be so creative and like little things, and you know, put pop-ups on the screens and green screen and a lot of stuff, and it takes a lot of time. And trust me when I say this, it takes a lot of time, because I know from first-hand experience with video editing side of things, like it could take me like a good day or two just to edit the podcast, and you're just thinking like, yeah, it's only like half an hour, 45-minute episode. Like, what's so long about that? Seriously, Ross? And it's like, mate, trust me, if you sit here and watch what I do, and I guarantee people who do video editing are sat there going, yep, I 100% agree with you there, Ross. I feel your pain and everything, mate. 100% feel your pain. Because people can relate to it. Do you know what I mean? And going back to like relating stuff, this is what I mean about relatable music, because when I said about before, earlier on, when people don't really do music that relates to real life story, when you explain stuff and people can resonate and understand you, and they're like, yeah, I feel you, I feel your pain, I understand your story, and they're like, wow, shit, fucking hell, I didn't know that about you. Like, I'm going to come clean and confess something. I write a bit of music as well, but I've not put anything on a track just yet. So I have wrote some lyrics and I let someone listen to it. So I basically freestyled in front of them and read my lyrics that I wrote down off my phone. And it was like, fucking hell, Ross, I didn't even know that shit about you. And I was like, gotta fake it till you make it, mate. Gotta fake it till you make it. So, yeah. That was Jake Polar on Lab 51. I think it was Lab 51. Yeah, Lab 51. I just double check on my screen on my laptop down here. Fuck's sake. Unorganised or what? But yeah, Jake Polar on Lab 51, on Lab 51's YouTube channel, sorry. So obviously, like I said, in the description, it will just be Jake Polar's YouTube channel itself. But he has told me that it's a shared YouTube account, so there's another artist who does music with him. So yeah, it's their YouTube channel account. Yeah, we'll go with that. So if you did like it, go like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that sort of shit. So you know what to do. Hit subscribe, press the bell button, notifications on, and go and support that artist. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Dave. He is on Spotify. I'm not 100% certain if he is on YouTube or anything else. Just Spotify is the link that they have sent in to me. So, yeah, the song is called Puffer Jacket, and we are going to play it now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, if you like what you're listening to, please go and follow him, or is it subscribe on not YouTube, sorry, on Spotify. Whatever it is anyway, go and do it. Run up his socials and go show your nan. She will love this.
I see more clear, the puffer jacket just lost his firm man's back in antics. Don't know what you heard, boom margin again, do not disturb. I see more clear, the puffer jacket just lost his firm man's back in antics. Don't know what you heard, boom margin again, do not disturb. Hope I can make it up to you one day. If not, hear my voice, let this song play. What's love in the present day with no pain? A ballistic knife with no blade, black arms and I'm walking in the rain. No ranger, I crashed it yesterday. Got a lot to say, I can't let it be, it's so essential. I don't let her see, when I vie. She looks me in my eyes, I don't need to speak. And I ain't had no sleep. Cause I got kin to feed, I need an energy surge. I really hope I can reach you with words. Spirit bomb, you know I need to be heard. Pulling all over your eyes and it wasn't deserved. But what's worse than the truth that hurts? I know true love comes as a gift and a curse. And at that time I weren't thinking clearly. Forbidden fruit, I was more than tipsy. Obi took my keys interlude. I'm not into her the way I'm into you. And I ain't been living, more just surviving. Yeah, I've been chilling, but I ain't been writing. I feel like a villain, more like I'm like him. I don't wanna lose this diamond. Been together since the birth of Burj Khalifa. 48 seasons later, you know I still need her more now than ever. And I can't hold this weight on my own to need to feel the burn, this love fever. I don't wanna get familiar with no other. To the time out to speak the same tongue as my mother. Murder gin, I'm more than a lover. Got body, but that soul a stunner. If I'm chopper, then she my gunner. And she always keep it 100. Every time I look at you, I can see the pain I've been putting you through. And you know I wanna make it up to you. Tell me how, tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how. I see more clear. Puffer jacket just lost his fur. Man's back in antics, don't know what you heard. Boom margin again, do not disturb. I see more clear. Puffer jacket just lost his fur. Man's back in antics, don't know what you heard. Boom margin again, do not disturb. I see more clear. Puffer jacket just lost his fur. Man's back in antics, don't know what you heard. Boom margin again, do not disturb. I see more clear. Puffer jacket just lost his fur. Man's back in antics, don't know what you heard. Boom margin again, do not disturb. Tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Dave, Puffer Jacket. I really, really enjoyed it. I might even clip a little bit of my reaction. Like, I was sat here with my headphones close to my ears so you could hear it even better through the headphones. And I was like proper giving it, like proper bopping my head to it. And I was like, wow. The beat just went off straight away. I thoroughly loved the beat as well. Like, the female vocal part on it as well. It just topped it off. It was just like the cherry on the cake with the icing and all the trimmings and just that female vocal part. It just absolutely killed the beat. I fucking love shit like that. I really, really do. Like, oh, like it gets me really excited listening to it, and I'm like, so amped and so pumped, and I'm like, yeah. And it's just like, oh, come on, I just want to hear more of that song. Like, when it finished, I was like, oh shit, fucking hell, I need to like switch my mic back up now and put the sound back off, you know, for the Bluetooth and everything. And I was like, oh man, I'm well gutted. I'm definitely going to have that on full blast later on. I don't care. I'm going to piss my neighbours off. So, Dave, you've got a new subscriber, follower, whatever it is. You've got a little fan here, mate. You've done really, really well, and I want to hear more of your music. Yeah, I'd be absolutely gassed if you could come on the podcast and have an interview. Now, when it comes to interviews as well, I have reached out to a lot of people through social media as well. And I am trying my hardest to get people on the podcast for an interview. But the only thing is, they're all far away. And I don't really want to lose the video quality as well on YouTube because, you know, if we're recording off our phones and like, as you can see right here, right now, the quality of this video here, it makes me look sexy as fuck. I'm not going to lie. Like, damn, boy. But now, on a serious note though, like the quality is a bit shit because obviously like the connection and, you know, it fuzzes and pixelates and all that bullshit. So I am trying my hardest to get people to come down personally on the podcast and interview them as well. So yeah. Back to the song anyway, because I'm waffling shit yet again, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the female vocal part. And I'm going to do it again because I know you're giggling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. There it is. I should be like a little female vocalist backing artist. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do now. Fuck the podcast. Sin a bit. I'm being a female vocalist. It's 2025. I identify as what the fuck I really want to do. So, yeah. We are on the last song of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So, big up to everyone who has sent in their music. And I've got the artist to introduce themselves and the song. So, here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys, my name's Nabil Hawk and you're listening to my track on Spotify and it's called MIA. Hope you like it. I gave you love, I gave you time of day, but you're so stuck in your old ways and I'm lost. The way the time has changed, now we don't talk. I gave you love, I gave you time of day, but you're so stuck in your old ways and I'm lost. The way the time has changed, now we don't talk. You and MIA, everything and anything you ever wanted. Sacrifice myself just to fucking give you something. Then you turned the cheek and you let me no option. Is this really what you wanted all along? Sing my songs and blow me off. Act like I never had a heart. Memories are all I know. Think it's time to let them go. I gave you love, I gave you time of day, but you're so stuck in your old ways and I'm lost. The way the time has changed, now we don't talk. I gave you love, I gave you time of day, but you're so stuck in your old ways and I'm lost. The way the time has changed, now we don't talk. You and MIA, everything and anything you ever wanted. Sacrifice myself just to fucking give you something. Then you turned the cheek and you left me no option. Is this really what you wanted all along? Sing my songs and blow me off. Act like I never had a heart. Memories are all I know. Think it's time to let them go.
I tell you what, I did not want that song to be let go off my laptop. Bum bum. It's like my little punchline then. But time to review it. What did I think? Ultimate question. Really enjoyed it. Now, this person has previously been on the podcast, but it's not on Freshest Sounds podcast. Obviously, I have been under a few different names when it comes to the podcast side of things. And let's just say his first song that he sent in wasn't anything like that. Now, I don't want to sit here and sound cruel and sound like an absolute fucking cunt, but the first song that he sent in, it wasn't... I don't even know what to say. It's hard. The first one didn't mount up to what he has done. And all I'm going to say is that second one, compared to the first one, he has made a lot of improvements. Massive, massive improvements. So, yeah. Nabil, I want to say a massive thank you for yourself for, changing your ways in your music. And I'm really, really proud of you because the first one that you sent in had a lot of room for improvement. And then when you sent in that one, mate, I was absolutely blown away by that one. Well done. You deserve a round of applause. You really, really do. I was shocked when you sent that in because I don't listen to any songs prior to when I listen to them right now. And you get my honest reaction, my honest opinion. So, yeah. Again, if you have liked everyone's, well, not everyone's, but if you've liked any songs that you have listened to on the podcast on this episode, please go like, share, subscribe. Go show your nan. Go show your dog. Your dog's going to love it. Your dog's going to be like, barking away, howling on the floor, on its backside, dancing, jigging away, shaking its tail. You know what I mean? So, yeah. On that note, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who has sent in their music. I would also like to say a massive thank you to everyone who has been engaging with the podcast on social media. Now, like I said, obviously, before, I've been away off Facebook for a little bit. I've been concentrating more on TikTok, and I've found a lot of artists through TikTok. So I've been engaging more with people on TikTok and speaking to people. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So I just want to say massive thank you to TikTok for being there and helping me find these artists because, like I keep saying, 2025 is the podcast year. Honestly, you don't understand the people that I've been talking to, and I'm not dropping names because I don't want to spoil anything. But some of them you may know, some of them you may not know. And I'm going to leave it as that. That's the surprise. That's the hint right there. But I forgot to mention something as well. I've got another sponsor. So, yeah. Nyx Graphics, she's called. So, everything about Nyx Graphics will be in the description, which you can find over this way of the video. Or is it this way? I don't even know. I'm going to look at it if it's not even that way and I'm pointing down. But anyway, whatever side it is, up, down, left, right, who cares? In the description will be her social media pages and what she's about. So I'll tell you a little brief description about Nyx Graphics. So she is a social media marketing expert. She's a photographer and she does like posters and everything. And she also helped out with one of my music events that I hosted in Ashton. And it went to shit. When I say it went to shit, it went to shit. Like, anything that you could have thought of to happen in a worst case scenario, it happened to me. The mic died. And I didn't bring any equipment myself. I used their equipment, and for some reason, the mic wouldn't work. And all the artists came through. Few people came through. And I was like, no way has this happened. I was so pissed off. I felt like crying. I really, really did. But this is the poster that she designed right here. So if you look at this poster right here, yeah, as you can see, obviously, it looks really, really professional, and she's still learning. So this poster right here, you know, from someone who's still got a long way to go, and she's not even charging a lot for this stuff, it's really, really good. So I told her 2 things. I said, I want something dark, and I want something like an electric blue, you know, like popping and vibrant and, you know, just to stand out. I told her about the artist as well. Sent her some photos of the artist, what I wanted on the poster. So that's 3 things. Tell a lie, can't fucking count. And yeah, so yeah, obviously she came up with this poster concept with 3 ideas that I gave to her. As you can see, it's very, very professional. And like I said, she's still learning little bits, and she's always bettering herself. So if you are after something like that, like I said, she offers different services, different packages, and everything will be in the description of the video. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has sent in their music for this episode. I also want to say a massive thank you to my uno, dos sponsorinos. And yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who sits there and watches the videos, because it means a lot to me. It really, really does. And like I said, 2025 is my year for this podcast. So watch the space. And I really, really mean it. Watch who I bring on this podcast, because you're going to be sat there and be blown away. You're going to be like, as if you've brought this artist on. Like, I'm so blown away by it. So, yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has supported the podcast from the start of the journey, middle of the journey, and the end of the journey. But it is not the end of the journey until the fat lady sings. And 1 minute. Nope, don't hear her singing just yet. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you on the next episode. Catch you on that one. See you later.
I don't want nobody, I don't want you.